Oh, heavens to Murgatroyd.
Hey friends, this is the Mrs. Wolfie from Our Half Acre Homestead. Well, Howie pulled the tomato plants, and I got a lot more than I expected. Especially
Green tomatoes. So you know what we're going to do? We're going to make green tomato bread today. Yes, just watch. It's a little bit, you don't have to go to the lengths I go, but I don't want any signs of tomatoes in the breads, you know, so that Howie doesn't even think about it.
Okay, folks, what I want you to know here is I put myself through a lot of unnecessary work. If I had been thinking as I took the stem ends off the tomatoes, I would have just squeezed the seeds out, put them through the blender, and not had to use the food mill, which gave me mostly liquid. So do yourself a favor, learn from my mistake, and cut the stem end out of your green tomato until you can see the seeds. Give it a good squeeze, cut it, put it in the blender, and use the whole puree. Don't kill yourself trying to put it through a food mill, all right? Okay, so here's what we got going on. We got flour, sugar, molasses. Now, and because my green tomato is so liquidy, I'm going to be using powdered eggs. If you don't have powdered eggs, you may want to use more flour and baking powder or less green tomato. Okay, first things first, I'm going to sift about 5 cups. And I say 5 because this is heaping and the cup measure is actually down here. So there's 2. This fits, but it doesn't fit. And so that would be 1, 2, 3, 4 cups. 5. Whoops. Let's start with that amount. I am also, whoops. I'm also going to put in approximately 6 eggs. Okay, because this is going to be a really dense bread. So I'm going to put in 3 to 4 heaping tablespoons of powdered eggs. The more the better when it comes to sopping up the green tomato. This is getting heavy, so let's get this going down first a little bit. And this is why I need a cleaning lady to gluten-free my kitchen before my son comes, because I get this stuff everywhere. So now I'm going to add a couple of teaspoons to a tablespoon of cinnamon, maybe a bit more. A tablespoon or 4 teaspoons. Tablespoon is 3 teaspoons. So 4 teaspoons of baking powder. This is where we got to be a little more careful. Teaspoon of ginger. Maybe a 1/4 teaspoon of cloves. And
1/4 teaspoon of allspice. I'm going to sift this down into our bowl here. I have a fancy sifter, but this was a bigger job, so I don't think I need it, but just to be on the safe side, I'm going to put about 3 cups of sugar in here. This is a big recipe, folks, and it is green tomatoes, right? And I'm going to put in about 1/4 cup of fancy molasses. Oh, and it's nice and liquidy too. All right. Nobody's here, Lacey. It's somebody going by on the road. Now I'm only going to add a very little bit of oil, maybe no more than 1/4 cup. I'm going to start alternating the flour, egg, spice, and baking powder mixture with the liquid green tomatoes, 1 for 1. I think I need another cup for the dry. 2. And the molasses helps the color too. Turn you down, face the camera a bit better. How many of these did I put in, guys? 2. Okay. And we're just going to keep doing this until I feel comfortable with the consistency. So if you guys want to count, you go right ahead. Oh, it smells good. It smells good. But I think this is the consistency that we want. Bob's your uncle, that's good. Good, good, good. Okay. Okay, here are my mini pans. Oh, our green tomato cake bread stuff. We're just gonna spray our USA mini pans with some avocado oil. It makes it much easier to take an extra second, folks. And use your spatula to, minimize the drippage. Look at that. I'm going to take some pecans here and just break them up over the top. Howard sees pecans, he sees the color, he's going to think it's pumpkin bread. I promise you. He's probably, though, going to see that the tomatoes are gone off the top of the freezer. And he's going to guess. These are going into a 350-degree oven for 45 minutes to an hour. As a matter of fact, 45 minutes to an hour. Take them out of the, check them at 45 minutes and check and see if they're cooked through with a skewer or a toothpick. Alrighty, the timer has gone off. And these took a full hour, folks. But look, and I wish you could smell them. So the powdered eggs win again when I had too watery of a thing. Now listen, if you want to de-seed your green tomatoes and then, like squeeze as many of the seeds out as you can and then put them through a blender really fine, this would work with regular eggs. You just need a thicker consistency. This is green tomato pecan bread. You will find no lumps of tomato. Nobody can see that you put that to your mouth. All they saw was the paper. You need a shower. You gonna have one in the morning? How is it?
Very good. Right?
Oh, yummy.
It's good too.
You want some in your lunch tomorrow?
Yes, please.
Absolutely. Green tomato pecan bread. It's so doable. Take care. God bless.